Sew a Renaissance style corset with me. I got this lovely fabric from my parents' old linen closet, a vintage tablecloth, if you will. I cut all the pieces of the bodice, including straps, from the linen and an old bed sheet that I'm using for the lining. The lining doubled as a mock-up to check the fit, which was a bonus to reduce waste. There's also interfacing for the straps and to reinforce the grommet holes. And I'm using a pattern from corsetpatternmaker.com, which is super cool because you give them your measurements and it's developed by a computer programmer and he has the computer alter the pattern to your measurements. I didn't need to make any adjustments to this for it to fit, which I appreciate. I don't have a tube turner, so I brute forced turning the straps right side out. I get to use my fun new tool, the tracing wheel, to trace the boning channels. I'll slip the straps in between the front and the lining. I sewed along the top edge, skipping where the straps will connect to the front. Snip your curves and your corners. I'm always amazed how the straps work out when you flip it right side out after sandwiching them between the front and the lining. It's magic. And we're looking good. Now to sew all the boning channels. Measure the boning channel. Not sure if I needed to sand the ends, but I did anyway. And slip them in. Then I made some bias tape to line the bottom edge. Ta-da! This part is another magic of sewing. I attach the bias tape right sides together to the front so that the bottom edges line up. Sew them together at the seam allowance, then flip the bias tape around to the back. No more raw edges. For the ends, I finagled something that looked good and hid all the raw edges. I'll hand sew the bias tape to the lining with a hidden stitch for a nice clean finish. Now the grommets. I love that this little thing is called an anvil. I'm like pounding an anvil on an anvil. Next, I mark how long I want the straps to be. Feels pretty good. I'm like living childhood dreams from watching Shakespeare shows as a kid. My very own corset. For the finishing touches, I hand sew the straps with an invisible stitch. And here I am sporting it at the RenFaire. It came together in one day and I'm super pleased with how it came out. This really leveled up my RenFaire outfit. I got so many compliments. If I were to do it again, I would make the straps more snug. They kept falling off my shoulders. And I fear the boning will poke through the lining at some point, but that's what I get for using an old bedsheet. Thanks for joining me on this sewing adventure. Bye.